Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Never been better. Lois be chillin'. She's the best girl. I will take you. If you want to kiss the cobra, I will take you. I will take you. I will take you. Earl Skakel live. Saturday night, baby. I'll be at the Comedy Store tonight. 12:45. If you want to ride that lightning, I will take you. I will take you. If you want to kiss the cobra, I will take you. That is the Chandler doll. I will take you. If you want to kiss the cobra, I will take you. Fuck yeah. Let's try new material. What are you talking about? Don't worry about my material. If you don't like my material, kiss my ass. Go to MLC and watch Clearwater Chad stare into the fucking camera. Shit. So Chad went to Mersh's house like a piazza. Him and Pod Awful doxed him. Yeah, I'm not down with that, man. I'm not. You know, I don't think that's cool at all. I mean, that's fucking creepy, man. So, I will do my your Ralphie May joke. That when Ralphie died, he was 90% water weight, so that cemetery's a lake. Hello. What up? What up? Yeah, I don't. You know, we can talk about the Dabbleverse since that's so. That was such a prevalent storyline today. Can you guys hear the TV? We don't do the black humor in here. We don't. We don't do that. You're gonna have to go to Pat Dixon's stream for that. Um, but yeah, I don't. I'm not a fan of going to people's homes, and he doesn't have jokes. To be honest with you. Oh, Lois is up. Lois has awoken. We don't usually go this early into the Lois world, but Lois is awoken. That's all he does. I'm not a fan, but you guys know that. I don't. Here's how little I care about William Montgomery. If they had a roast of William Montgomery, I wouldn't do it. I mean, just the guy brings nothing to the table. So, I'm not a fan. But you know what? Hey, fuck it. If you guys think he's funny, um, then, go ahead. Why is comedy? I mean, I can't critique him for that because I have a Paul Walker joke. Uh, so, I mean, I don't know. It was all right. It wasn't the worst joke. Wasn't the best joke, to be honest with you. The one with crooked teeth. Well, I don't know who the one with crooked teeth is, to be honest with you. In terms of Chad, I'm not a fan of going to someone's home, man. That's fucking creepy as fuck. So hold on, let me turn the TV. I thought it's like I get it's the internet. We're all trolls. You guys troll me. Even my fans in here um, troll me. That's whether it's unfortunate or not. Excuse me. I just had a steak burrito. My bad. My bad. That's part of the internet, but going to someone's home, that's crossing a line. And I mean, I don't watch Kill Tony, bro. Popeyezilla. So I don't know who you're talking about, to be honest with you. Yes, Lois is a cold street walking diva. But, doxing, I'm not a fan. Didn't he show his address too? Or at least the numbers, so you can probably figure out where he lives? I don't know. I'm just not a fan. You guys all say that I cuck for Chad, and I can't disagree with what he did today even more. Um, well, you're probably right. No, it's a healthy steak burrito. Favorite Brian Adams song. It's funny he just played L.A. That's the one thing I don't like about concerts anymore. He was just in L.A. this week. I would have told Pat. It was Brian Adams and Pat fucking Benatar. I almost said Pat Dixon. Um, Favorite Brian Adams song. Probably One Night Love Affair. Because it reminds me of a girl who cheated on me, a fucking bitch. And I just the words. If a song means a lot to you, it's because of the words. Um, really, um, I can't. No condom. SC. No condom. Um, what's ball hockey gay? I tell you what. Come into my ball hockey league, you won't make it past the first period. Um, so, I'm trying to think of the words for one night. Like when the morning breaks, go our separate ways. If the night was made for love, it ain't for keeps. I mean, man, if you've ever been cheated on, man, that stings. So I mean, let me tell you something. In my ball hockey league, we have NHL players in it. We have European professional ice hockey players play. So it's not your average ball hockey league. I mean, I've torn my ACL in the league. One guy lost a testicle because the was it, ball was shot so hard and it just hit him at the right spot. We've had broken ankles. I almost killed a goalie. My wrist shot was timed at 83 miles an hour, and I was on a breakaway. I was coming off the right boards, cutting towards the left, and I had all the momentum. And so I shot this ball. Now the ball is an orange, maybe a little smaller than a tennis ball, but we freeze it so it's rock hard. And the goalie wasn't wearing a throat protector, and it just hit him right in the Adam's apple. And I swear to God, I thought I killed him. But you could wear cups. Um, and I also like a War Machine, which he wrote for Kiss, and Rock and Roll Hell, which he wrote for Kiss. So I'm a winger. I've got probably the hardest shot in the league, even more so than the Slovenian hockey pro. Um, what kind of super chat are you at tonight? To be honest with you, none. I don't have any. You know how much money I'm making tonight. I got no money, honey. Um, no freaking police chases. Those are my highest rated streams, to be honest with you. Uh, yeah, I mean, and Brian Adams did his own cover of his own song about a year ago. He released War Machine and Rock and Roll Hell. Take me out of this rock and roll hell. I need to get away. That's a good song. Yeah, but once again, I often said that, Chad provides the comment or the content for the Dabbleverse. I bet you Kevin's stream tonight is mostly about Chad. And, Melton, whenever he streams again, it'll be about Chad. Mersh, be about Chad. Win by two, be about Chad. BYB, be about Chad. So he really drives the content. Um, hey, lady, hello. So, but I don't like the doxing shit at all because I was doxed by some of Perry's fans, and it was just like, and they only did it one night. They sent food to my house and a couple of orders of bricks, but it's just scary to me that, and they called me 3 times. Now the first 2 times were hang-ups. That's fine. But the last one was an incredibly graphic phone call that was kind of scary. And then someone puts my home address in the chat. Like, that's just wrong, man. It's just like, it's just wrong. There's no like, well, it's kind of funny. Not really. Um, I mean, I like Summer '69. Um, I mean, he's got a lot of great songs. Heaven, Cuts Like a Knife. Um, I mean, he had a real nice run in the '80s and can still play arenas. Uh, well, it's just like our handy. I don't know you. I mean, obviously, I don't know your real name. Don't want to know your real name. I use my real name. It's my real picture in the profile. I mean, I'm certainly not a famous comic, but I guess I'm a public figure, so it's probably not too hard to find out where I live. But the fact that people were sending shit to my house, that's just not funny. It's not. I'm sorry. And I know it's all been, made okay by Perry because he'll eat what the fans send him, and I yowza. And then, yeah, I just, like, my mind is, like, struggling to sit there and go that fans or trolls or haters think it's okay to send shit to someone's home, put their home address in a stream. I just don't get that, man. Um, and, because, the next step is swatting, calling the cops. Hey, I think there's gunshots at my home address. And then the cops come, and who knows what that could happen. Or I won't even say what I think the next step would have been if I would have like fought it, because that'll give them the idea. But I'm good. I will never have any association with Perry or Tom again ever. Levy can have them. Um, I just throw them away. You know. Actually, we have a. I threw the food away. The bricks I put down in our utility storage unit just in case we needed them for whatever. So I mean, it's like that's funny, but like, and then the next night, someone from that world was like trying to justify. No, it's funny, dude. You gotta roll with the punches. Like what? And then you saw what Chad did today. Like I'm like my mind is blown that people would think that's okay. So no, I'm Joe DeRosa is a mongoloid version of me. Why? I'm just gonna call you Y. I appreciate that, but I wish you were a woman calling me that instead of some dude. But welcome, Saturday Night Live, Earl Skakel. We don't do the 7 hour streams here. This will be a nice, tight hour stream, and I'm going to take a pre-show nap for my Comedy Store appearance. Thank you, Hi-Fi Protege. And please check out my newest short. I've released 4 shorts this week, courtesy of Hi-Fi Protege. And, like and subscribe if you are not already. And, thank you to Buddhist Priest for providing the soundtrack to the Earl Skakel world. And we're just a happy bunch in here. And I think the Steelers are the early game tomorrow. But, well, I get that John Mulaney's super funny. So, listen, I don't have a problem with people paying that kind of money. I mean, he's a great comic, and he's got the best of both worlds because females love him and males like him. I mean, that's like the brass rail there. Like, Matt Riot primarily is all female fans, which is fine. I mean, he sells out everywhere he plays, but I don't know. I can't answer that. Well, there is a comic named John Mulaney. I think he meant. Uh, well, there's Mitch Mulaney, there's John Mendoza, and then there's John Mulaney. Um, I mean, I personally would not pay $1,000 to see LeBron, but I've paid $1,000 to see Kiss and other bands. So it really depends. If you're a super basketball fan, great, pay him. I wouldn't pay to see this version of LeBron because I think he's not at the end of the road, but close to it. But like I'm a hockey guy. If you said as great as Connor McDavid is, would I pay $1,000 to see him? I would not. Now bands, it's a little different because if they're an older band, they might never play again. So I think I paid about $500 or $600 to see what I paid Thompson, AC/DC at the Rose Bowl because I believe it's probably the last time they'll ever play California. So that was worth it to me. Yeah, I go to the King games every now and then. I've heard of Dusty Slay, but I don't know anything about it. So, yeah, I mean, it really all depends what you're into. Like I'm trying to think if, well, the outfield can't get back together because 2 of the 3 members are dead. But, if the outfield were alive and the original outfield, Alan Jackman, John Spinks, and Tony Lewis were playing, I don't know if I'd pay $1,000, but I would pay a fair amount. So the Fugees, I would not pay $1,000 for. Like I forgot what I paid to see Kiss and their farewell show at the Hollywood Bowl, but it was a fair amount, and I don't regret it at all. Oh, okay. Stevie Ray Vaughan, yeah. Yeah, you're right about that. Well, I can rest easier knowing that you had a hamburger. Oh, 100%. Village People are great songs. I mean, Giorgio Moroder, who was, I believe, their producer, um, like, listen, if you like dance music, like In the Navy's a great song, Macho Man's an iconic song, um, Go West is a great song, um, YMCA, obviously, an iconic song. So, yeah, I mean, AC/DC at the Rose Bowl, I think it was like 500 or 600 bucks. It wasn't necessarily front row, but it was like the pit, so there was really no row. Totally worth it for me. Um, I mean, they're okay. I mean, I kind of wish they'd go to the purple and gold, man. Those are some dope unis, especially the yellow ones. Um, I mean, I'm not a hater of Natalie Merchant, but you know, I don't. I'm not really a fan either, to be honest. Hey, hit the like button. 33 people in here, only 16 likes. Come on, man. Be cool. Play it cool. Thank you, Articulate John. Get some interesting people in the stream. Uh, but there's some bargains also. Who was someone was the Darkness. Last time I saw the Darkness front row, $62. No, I could not be a deathmatch wrestler. Those are way too violent for me. Um, so thank you, Snuffles. I'm still not sure what these gifts mean, but I appreciate them. Earl Skakel in the house live, Saturday Night Live. Hit the What up, Jenna? Hit the like and subscribe button, pretty please. But the Darkness is one of the best live bands out there. So $62 front row, that's pretty fucking dope. Yeah, he's really good. I mean, I wish the old drummer Ed was in the band because I always like the original versions. But I think he has like a really weird spine disease and he can't tour anymore, which is too bad. But this is a pretty good lineup. It's the three original guys and Roger Taylor's son. He's good, and I really like what up, Hugo. What they do on one song is they all three switch instruments. Like the bass player plays the drums, the drummer plays the bass. Dan Hawkins sings, and Justin Hawkins plays lead guitar. Like they all. I don't think I've ever seen a band do that. So I don't watch much Japanese wrestling now. I know AEW had a pay per view today. I didn't order it because it didn't really tickle my funny bone. But let's see what happened in Full Gear. Now I usually do order these, but I don't know. When the first match was that Costco family, um, that didn't really enhance me to want to buy it. AEW Full Gear results. Def Leppard's great. Springsteen was I Am Cool, Center Rage. Johnny Sacco. I'm a big fan of Johnny Sacco um, and his giant robot. What's up? All right, let's see the results here. Legal terms, right? $200,000 prize. Juice Rob, result. Juice and Gunn defeat Bones and Castor, Bill and Keith, and Turbo and Truth by pinfall to earn $2,000. Okay. I mean, I mean, that's not a match that I was. What up, Chris Mack? I was terribly interested in tailgate brawl, Boom and Doom versus Funky Vice. I mean, come on. Uh, grade C. Uh, I mean, what I love about Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta is they sold for the kid, um, but not a match that I was like really into. Eddie Kingston and Hook versus the Workhorsemen. I mean, come on. Uh, I mean, there were not a lot of good matches on this pay per view. Oh, I mean, that was one of my favorite things as a kid. I can even do the theme song. Do 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 do. Johnny Sacco, I got something for you, baby doll. Johnny Sacco, I want you to close your eyes right now. Let me know when you've closed your eyes. And I'm trusting you. Obviously, I don't know if you're doing this. I'll be alone Thanksgiving, but don't worry about it. Let me know, Johnny Sacco, when you have closed your eyes. I'm not continuing the stream until Johnny Sacco has closed his eyes. Now let's see. We got Okada. Okay, we don't do all caps in here, Articulate John. Okay, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of, when you close your eyes, do you dream about me? When you close your eyes, do you dream about me? All right, Timeless Love Bombs versus Sisters of Sin versus Babes of Wrath versus Bane and Shafir. I mean, okay. Brodito versus FTR. I mean, I don't know. This is the Casino Gauntlet. Oh, and Jerry Cooney wasn't even close to being the hardest hitting boxer. The two hardest hitting boxers of the 70s were by far and away Ron Lyle and Ernie Shavers. Right, Casino Gauntlet. Ricochet wins the Casino Gauntlet. Oh my God. Interesting. John Moxley. Man, this is a long fucking card. Damn, this is a fucking long card. Good evening. Good evening. I'm just going over. I'm glad I didn't get this shit. And then, all right, well, all in all, I just saved $50. Yeah, I mean, I think you could really build around. Uh, I mean, Omega's just, you can't wrestle that style for, as long as he's wrestled. And, it's just unfortunate. But, you can't, um, you just can't wrestle that style. I mean, another guy you're seeing is Will Ospreay. You know, his body's starting to break down now. So, I mean, oh, thank you, Anthony. I appreciate it. You know, appreciate the watching the. You know, a lot of people ask me, Earl, how do we help you? You know, if we don't want to give money, honey. You know, it's very simple. You can hit the like and subscribe button. You know, obviously that helps, or maybe it's not obvious, but it does help. You could simply watch the videos, to be frank, and um, you can, you know, share the videos and whatnot. You can follow me on Instagram and shit. And you know, it's there's a lot of ways you can help a streamer and not have to give money. So, well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know. You know, here's the thing: there's only so many people you can bring back and whatnot. In terms of um, uh, you know, there's really no major surprises you could like. You know, I mean, maybe Dolph Ziggler, but like he seems pretty locked in with TNA and WWE. Um, I mean, unless you could, I mean, I don't know whose contracts are up in WWE, but like, so you gotta now you can't do that. You gotta rely on storylines. I mean, uh, you know, Wardlow's hurt, so that's a surprise you can't really do. No, this is an asylum. Andrew Jacobs. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, welcome everyone. The great Andrew Jacobs, and also the newest moderator in the Earl world. Now, I probably don't need 10 moderators for 14 people, but fuck it. That's the Earl world. Now, this is a this is Asylum. This is when Kiss looked like B. Arthur. Andrew Jacobs is a good man. A very good man. Has his hi-fi protege. You know, Earl Skakel in the house. We're just chilling on a Saturday night. What happened to Chad today? Is he okay? I think Chad's losing his mind. It really is. You know, I'm against the doxing. I'm against going to people's homes. Um, I'm against swatting. It's it's a dark world, and people calling each other pedophiles now, lawsuits. I mean, I'm 57, man. I don't have the energy for that shit. So they can have that world. You know, I don't. I just like my mind is blown. Favorite Cinderella show, and shout out to Lois. Thank you very much. I mean, I don't really have a favorite one in particular. I did see them at Irvine once, and it was a great show. I was also very lucky enough to meet Jeff LeBar a few months before he passed away. I was at Zany's in Nashville, and in the front row were Mark Slaughter and Jeff LeBar, and I just randomly happened to have a Vinnie Vincent Invasion shirt on when I walked out, and Mark Slaughter was just going like this, and was the nicest fucking guy ever. Well, I mean, it's like, what are you going to do to top going to someone's house? I mean, Florida is open, or what do they call it? Open carry. So, now listen, I've been wrong on a lot of my predictions about the Dabbleverse. I thought the Dabbleverse was dead 2 years ago, but new characters come up and give it, the 15 minutes of fame type vibe. Um, I just, I'm so against doxing and going to people's homes, man. Because what's next? You know, and I just, I don't know. I can't, like, I'm friends with Chad, but I don't like that shit. And, it's something bad's going to happen one day. Someone's going to dox someone. Someone's going to go to someone's home in an open carry state. Now, Chad was smart today from the standpoint of he didn't go on his property, so Mersh couldn't really do anything. But one day someone's gonna go on someone's property and they're gonna get fucking shot. And if it's an open carry state, Texas, LA, I don't know what the other open carry states are. Um, well, there's the 15 minutes of fame, and that's what the Dabbleverse is so good at. I mean, if you look at the people who've had their 15 minutes. I mean, look at April. She was the hottest thing in the Dabbleverse. Now she hasn't been heard from in 2 years. I mean, you've got a guy like Clearwater Chad, who's I don't know the guy. He actually probably seems like he's pretty nice, but like he brings nothing to the table, like zero. He just stares into the camera. So stand your ground, not open carry. So um, and then you've got like Mersh and Tommy and Jordan are like the newest stars of the Dabbleverse, but I don't think that's gonna last long, especially with Tommy. And you know, uh, Chad really is the all first ballot Hall of Famer in the Dabbleverse. I mean, think of the content that he provided by doing that today. There's going to be at least 10 streams that for the next week talk about that. No one else is doing that. So, what do I think of Nate Bargatze? He's really cool guy, funny. I mean, you don't play arenas and host Saturday Night Live and not be funny. I mean, is it my kind of humor? Not really. But that's why I'm going on tonight at 1 in the morning at the Comedy Store. So, clearly I'm doing something wrong. Uh, well, it's just like, it's keyboard warriors. Everyone talks shit. And, like when I went to Hackamania the first year, no one talked shit to me. So, I mean, I can do clean comedy, but, when you're going on at 1 in the morning, like tonight, I'm going on around 1 in the morning. There's no way I could do clean comedy. You got to wake the crowd up because they are begging you to give them a reason to leave. Uh, yeah, Connie Lingus in the fucking house. So, I remember I sat next to Tukey for 3 hours on the Win Earl Skakel's Money, which was my favorite part of Hackamania. It was really fun. And we gave away like $1,000+ to local Vegas comics. And then I heard recently he was speaking poorly about me. And that's typical. It's like, bro, you were with me for 3 hours in Vegas. You didn't say shit to my face. Now all of a sudden, I'm a bad comic or whatever he said. Um, I mean, it can be, but at that point, the crowd's pretty dead because you got to figure they've been in the room for almost 3 hours. They probably went to dinner, so they're a little tired from that. Uh, so it can be brutal, but I've kind of almost perfected the spot. Yeah, I performed there. It's I don't know. They book a lot of just cookie cutter, safe comics. I'd rather go to the Comedy Store and deal with the dirt merchants. Uh, well, I mean, he's not really a draw. Kids today don't know who he is, and they're the people who go to comedy clubs. So, you know, it's just what up, TB in the house? Yo yo yo, is bad comic like bad Santa? I'm not sure what you mean by that, baby. Uh, yeah, I mean, that's I like Anna Jay. She's good, but I think AEW could probably stomach her loss. To be honest with you, and that would be one less contract. I mean, they got enough people. I like that one girl. What's her name? Brozilla or something? Something Zilla. She's like a really big girl. You should do a stream show. Nah, fuck that. I got too many freaks as neighbors. Who is a better stand-up, Michael Richards? Michael Richards, absolutely. Because at least Michael Richards had some cool stories to tell. I mean, he's in prime Miami Vice, you know. Is that her name? Glorilla? She's great. I mean, you know, SC, I'm beginning to think you're a William Montgomery fan. But that's fine if you are. Like, I don't care. I think he's one of the worst headlining comics working right now. And I'm not hating on him. I'm just giving you my honest opinion of his comedy ability. It's just like, it ain't good, man. But, you know, I also don't tell you guys what to think is funny, you know? So, Steph Tollman, AEW. She would be funny as like a female manager. Um, so, Yerman Kool-Aid. I mean, oh boy. I mean, I don't know about that. Yerman Kool-Aid. I mean, I think Perry's not very funny, to be honest with you. He's a nice guy, but like, ugh. See, I would have disregard. I wish I could get on Rogan just to talk about William. You know, Rogan said something to the effect of, "You have to watch him more than a few times." See, I think it's the complete opposite. You watch him once, you've seen it. Like you know, he won't do anything different the second time, or the third time, or the fourth time, or the fifth time. There's no funny behind what he does. It's um, just yelling, and you saw him. You know, he was supposed to do an hour that night. He did 11 fucking minutes. Like, that's so unprofessional. And the only thing that I would say I would stick up for William is I don't know what happened before he went on. I'm going to guess it was one of three things. One, the comic before him killed and they were laughed out. And they just, you know, if that happened, William had to hit right away. And William stumbled and fumbled 5 seconds into his act. And it was just no return. Two, the comic before him bombed. And the crowd was just fucking pissed. And yeah, but it's not comedy. It's not funny. It's just yelling. And three, the MC. Now, I don't know if they were piggybacking or there was an MC. And what I mean by piggybacking is the comics just bring each other up. So if I'm on and William Montgomery's on after me, I bring up William. So whatever the situation was, they gave him a shitty intro. I can't tell you how many times when Danish and O'Neill were hosting potluck at the Comedy Store, they'd bring up someone by going, "Hey, if you like fat guys who read jokes from their Palm Pilot, you're gonna love this guy." So you know, and I've had people the last couple of days go, "Well, dude, he's trying to do the Holtzman thing," but Holtzman's funny. Like if you watch Holtzman, there's jokes behind the yelling. With William, it's just yelling. I'm sorry, man. When you're supposed to do an hour and you tap out after 11 minutes, it's like I'm not impressed. But that's also, you know, a great case study in what you saw on that set. George Wallace is still alive and from time to time does the Comedy Store. Uh, but I don't even think he's funny laughing at him. I mean, bro, I don't know what to tell you. He sucks. I'm sorry. And you know me, bro. I don't say that about anybody. You know, there's nothing. And, you know, I've known a few friends of mine who've opened for him. I said, "How's he do?" He's like, "People walk out every show." That's just not good, man. That's not good comedy. Because, you know, it's just not. I love you, baby, but like, he sucks. And I never say that about someone. Um, but, you know, what you saw, and I've said this before many a time, when you take a Kill Tony comic out of a Kill Tony crowd and put them in a stand-up crowd, they never do well. Never. Look at David Lucas, that one club he did the George Floyd joke in and half the crowd left because they didn't want to hear that shit. They wanted to hear jokes. They didn't want to hear roast. They didn't want to hear the N word said 100 times. Um, so when you put a comic who's used to doing 1 minute with all the band-aids that Kill Tony has, Hinchcliffe, Red Band, sound effects, a band, 2 to 3 celebrity panelists, that's a lot of fucking helpers, a lot of Santa's helpers to get through 1 minute of comedy. And you could even tell that at one point William was so fucking nervous up there, he looks to the left. Like I think his habit was, Tony, help me. And you could tell, oops, there's no one there. There's no one there. No band behind me. So, yeah, everybody has their own views, but personally, Perry had me on the edge of my seat. I'm surprised he never went mainstream. I'm absolutely not surprised he went mainstream. It's one note to me. It's just one note. And you got to have more than one note to go mainstream. You just do, in my opinion. I mean, there's a reason he didn't go mainstream. And so, yeah. David Lucas is not funny. He's just way too cocky given his success level. And I'm sure the cockiness has imploded with him and William. Hey, we're on Netflix. But you guys aren't on Netflix because you're good. You're the joke. That's what I don't think they see. No, that's own it, dude. You bombed. Your material sucked. Your crowd work sucked. That's not the guy who took the mic from you. Dude, I've been in every situation when you bomb. It's always on you. Because that guy didn't write the jokes. That guy didn't do the crowd work. I watched it again. I've watched it a few times. Going, okay, let me have an open mind, and maybe it was the crowd. Maybe you got a bad intro or any of the other reasons I said. It's just no. That's exactly what happens when you take a Kill Tony comic out of the Kill Tony crowd. Now, I'll be completely honest with you. That set at Kill Tony probably does well, but that was a stand-up crowd. Yeah, Full Gear. I'm kind of glad I didn't. That's just too long, man, and that's not even including Dark Hour. So if you include Dark Hour, it is probably 5 hours. Have I ever been in the news? Not really. Oh, yeah, I have been in the news, actually. One time, about a year and a half ago, there was an armed robbery right outside my door. So I'm walking my dog one night, and all the news fans are there, and Robert Kavasik of Channel 4 News goes, "Hey, you're Earl Skakel, right?" I'm like, yeah. He's like, "Oh, yeah, you're a really funny comic. Can I interview you about the robbery?" I'm like, "Yeah, it happened. I live right there." And so we do the news thing, and he's like, "Hey, Earl, what do you do to protect yourself on these tough streets?" And I was like, "Well, I personally carry brass knuckles." And then the next night, they're interviewing the sheriff, and the sheriff's like, "Yeah, anyone who carries brass knuckles is a fucking idiot." He didn't say fucking, but well, I haven't joined it. I just live in it. And it's not funnier when you say it twice, to be honest with you. Earl Skakel in the house. We're just chilling right now. So we'll do another 10 minutes. Excuse me. These are what I use. When I walk Lois and I think it's going to be a tough night. Oh, no, it's this way. Now, this is solid steel. This would hurt. Well, that's what I'm saying. That crowd, you could clearly tell that was not a Kill Tony crowd. They were there to see stand-up. It was a comedy festival. Had nothing to do with Kill Tony. And not just to throw William under the bus. I've seen it with roast battle comics. You know, do you listen to the blues band? I don't. Why not, Pink? I do believe Russell Brand is still canceled. Like I'll give you an example. One time, uh, I was opening up for a very big comic. It was me, a roast battle comic, and this big comic. And this person was someone who's popular on roast battle at the time. Now, I thought they made a mistake. I went up first, so I did 20 minutes, and I didn't kill, but I did very good. And about probably 12 to 15 minutes in, I started roasting the crowd because I knew I had them. And that's when you do it. You never roast like right off the hop because it's just, you got to gain the audience's trust. And so I bring up the roast battle comic and they start bombing instantly. You know, it just wasn't their night. About a minute in, they just start going to roasting the audience. And, you know, they did their 8 minutes and then the headliner's on. And they're literally crying in the back going, well, I just did what you did. And I'm like, but baby doll, I worked that crowd for 12 minutes to make sure they liked me and trusted me. And then I did the fucking roasting. You literally did 1 minute of jokes and it wasn't going well, and that's fine. And then you started roasting him. And it's like, do you think people want to be roasted by someone that just bombed? So what up? What up, Larry Bird? What happened to Johnny Sacco, man? Did he take off? I wanted to show him something. And no, it's not my deck, you perverts. I dated an Asian woman for 6+ years. And we still talk, even though she's married and has kids. We're still homies. I'm friends with most of my exes. Not all, but I'm friends with most. So, you know, what are you going to do? There's not much you can do. You got to just, you know, be a good person, and hopefully most people embrace you. So Earl Skakel live in the house, Saturday Night Live. Message held for review. These are always fun. Well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you about that, Andrew, but, you know, you just, I mean, my mom gave me one advice on sex with women. She said, always make them come first and they'll come back. Now, she said happy first, but, like, you know, I would say that my mama was right. They might not all come back, but most do, brothers. My mom did say that. My mom was from Cartersville, Georgia. She didn't give a fuck. Literally a hillbilly with money. So that was my mama. Yeah, I mean, you know, from a business perspective, you know, I get that. I'll agree with you on that. I mean, but you know, the problem is these Kill Tony comics, like, you know, you put them on lineups at Mothership where there are a lot of good comics. I mean, like, I don't think one Kill Tony comic could follow Ryan O'Neal. Because Ryan O'Neal is going to give you, I don't know how long the sets are at the Mothership. I think they're 10 to 15 minutes. I'll assume they're 15. Uh, Hans Kim could not follow Ryan O'Neal, or William Montgomery could not follow O'Neal, or Brian Sampson, or any of the other Comedy Store comics. So, you know, maybe you put them on at the end of the night, and by that point in time, you know, who cares if they bomb or do well or not? You've got the audience's drinks, you've got their money. So, you know, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure Kill Tony is very popular in Austin, and you know, it's just not. I don't know. I mean, you know, it's not for me. But I certainly understand the appeal of the show. It's low hanging fruit, bottom of the barrel. This guy's fat. This guy's a whore. This guy's a homo. It's. I mean, listen. That's the show I'm recognized the most from is Roast Battle, which was nothing more than a show that was skilled bullying. So I'm not really one to talk. I mean, I don't know enough about Uncle Laser, to be honest with you, but so I can't really comment on his stand-up. I haven't heard great things about it, but I don't know if Mason Rudolph is starting tomorrow. I mean, Rogers wanted to play, so I would expect Rogers would play, but what is the next stroll stream? Weather is very cold right now, and Lois is passed out now, sleeping. So, um, you know, I don't know. Um, I mean, I'll definitely walk her in a few hours, but I don't think I'll stream that. Maybe I'll stream a little bit from the Comedy Store tonight. Maybe I won't. I'll stream tomorrow, that's for sure. And just keep your guys' notification buttons on. Thank you very much for the marshmallow. I don't know what that does, but hey, let's get the 50 likes, man. If you want to kiss the cobra, hit the likes. If you want to dance with the devil, hit the likes. Joe Franklin, that's old school. I remember I used to watch Howard Stern on WR, and Joe Franklin was the lead in, along with Crazy Eddie. We've got Panasonic, we've got sushi, we've got Mitsubishi. Our prices are insane. Tom Myers, we've got a Dabbleverse legend in the stream. I'm sure Tom Myers was jacking off to Chad's stream tonight or today. Myers in the house. Fuck yeah. Do people ever use the shower at the store? I would hope not. That thing looks pretty grody, to be frank. I think Yorsey was the last guy to use the shower there. Hello! But I think he was also living back there back in the day. I mean, that's how crazy the store was back in the day. Basically, there was a comic living in the main room, green room at night. Yeah, Tom Myers is no. You're not Dabbleverse adjacent, bitch. Don't run from your past, baby doll. You are Dabbleverse. You are Dabbleverse royalty. You get in on the stink, and you're in it knee deep, baby doll. So don't try and run from the Dabbleverse adjacent shit. Caught bits of Chad stuff in between baseball games. Too busy announcing. I mean, bro, it was crazy. Like, I'm friends with Chad, but like, bro, I'm so anti doxing and going to people's homes and like, he was, long story short, I don't know if you know the whole deal, Tom. He was at Mersha's house. Like, that's crazy, man. I don't care if they live in the same area. Like, Tom, I love you. You use your real name, you use your real picture. I would be fucking clueless as to how to find you. And I'm sure, we're both public figures to varying degrees. I'm sure people can like sit there, okay, Earl Skakel, put me in some database. Oh, there's phone numbers listed in the white pages. Let's call them. Fuck that. Yeah, I'm sure Kevin's talking about it. Nonstop right now, yeah. But everyone, listen. I mean, I think something bad's going to happen at one point. Someone going to someone's home in a concealed carry state, or stand your ground state, or open carry state. I mean, that was the crazy thing when I did the mothership, man. Everyone's carrying their gun out in the open on 6th Street. I mean, it was pretty fucking wacky, but I'm not gonna, and the doxing's got to stop. Calling each other pedophiles got to stop. I mean, what's gonna stop that is that of all these lawsuits, someone's gonna win one big. Um, but no, that's the how dare you, you son of a bitch. Yeah, people's houses are sacred. And like I said, when they called me on the landline twice, the first two times it was just hang-ups. All right, I'll deal with that. But the third one was so fucking graphic and disgusting. And that's me saying that. Someone who has a podcast called Inappropriate Earl. Um, and it was just like, it was scary, man. Like, holy fuck, what's the next step? Because trust me, there will be a next step up from doxing and the phone calls and sending food to someone's house. Someone's going to take it to that next step, and they're going to get fucking shot. um, but I mean, it's driving the conversation. I mean, look, this is a non-Dabbleverse stream, and we're talking about it. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, but calling like Tom, I would never call your home like unannounced. I don't know. It's maybe it's because I'm probably the oldest guy in that world. I mean, I'm not in that world, but like if I was in the world, I would be, the third oldest guy behind Levy and Brennan. I don't have the energy to deal with that shit. But I'm telling you right now, someone is going to cross the line, and it's not going to end well. But we'll see what happens. I mean, once again, Chad stirs the drink. Yeah, I mean, even moderators, and if you use your real name and picture, you become a minor or whatever celebrity yourself. So it's, I can feel it in my bones that something bad is going to happen. Someone's going to go to Mercer's house and he's going to have a gun, or someone's going to go to Chad's house and there's going to be a fight. Someone's going to go to Brennan's house, and there's going to be a fight, and so hopefully nothing bad happens. But what are you going to do? Earl Skakel live in the house. We'll go a few more minutes, guys. Saturday, I'm going to take my pre-Comedy Store nap. And I don't go on stage for another 4 hours. I can feel it coming. Well, I mean, I can just sense it. Because there's so many 15 minutes of fame type of people in the Dabbleverse that they all want to make their mark and have Kevin Brennan have them on MLC, and they're going to do anything they can. And I don't know, man. I hope I'm wrong. Yeah, I bet, Tom, you're hornier than a three-peckered billy goat. Oh, puzzling chap, that's going hard in the paint. No need for celebrity. Yeah, I think I will do that joke, because I can make that one work. And we might have a few LA Kings in the show tonight. And then a few Ottawa Senators as well. Earl Skakel, I mean, Tom, you're so horny. You'd probably fuck anything. If a chair had tits, you would fuck it. You'd fuck the chair. Hey, let's get the 50 likes, man. I don't ask you guys much. Hit the like and subscribe button. I've hit a goal of doing a 65-minute stream for no money. Thank you guys for helping me accomplish that. Message. Oof. Just getting a message from someone on Instagram offering me a gig in New York. Never say never. SC, you might have to meet me in New York and be my bodyguard. We'll go another 5 minutes, guys. We'll go to 70 minutes. Well, YouTube is getting crazy because it's literally keyboard warriors. And, the keyboard warriors have the power. Like when I got doxxed in my stream, what could I do about it, really? Now, I do have a friend who is an elite level hacker. I mean, elite level. I mean, she could break in to the White House computers. She gets paid very well to do it. And I could probably give her the person's YouTube uh, profile, and she would find out his home address in under 5 minutes. To the people that sent me stuff, you have to have the receipts. So, like when they sent me the bricks and shit, I got half their credit card number. I could give that to this person, and she would find out who they are within moments. But, then what? And then that amps them. At least in my case, I didn't want to do anything further because then that amps them up. And until I move and I do a better job hiding my address and phone numbers, I'm kind of caught in the, I'm playing in a position of weakness. Because the next step is to call, family members and then other things they could do. So I just said, fuck it. You guys can have that world. I'm out of the PCL business. You can have it. Close, real close. Stancil has offered me spots. He said if I'm ever in New York that I could come to his club and get spots all the time. And I didn't have to fuck him. Hey, that's an old school Ric Flair joke I did at the roast. Ric Flair's been paid millions and millions of dollars by Vince McMahon. And I looked at Tori Wilson and goes, and he didn't have to fuck him. Hey, hey, hey. R.I.P. Best Living Actor. Oh, did Michael Ironside die? Oh, fuck, man. Jester. Did Michael Ironside really die? That's the thing I hate about this stream is you guys say something like that, and I don't know if you're fucking with me or, I mean, I don't see anything that says he died. Let's go on X. Yeah, Kim is cool. Kim is very cool. So me and Kim get along very well. That would have been a great roast battle if me and Kim Congdon battled, because we both go hard in the paint. Yeah, bro, I think you might have bad information there, because I'm on X right now and I don't see anything. But see, like yonder, like people, let me see, he's not trending, bro. I think you might be wrong. I hope you're wrong. Yeah, I don't think that's true. So please, me and Tom Meyer should roast battle. I beat Jimmy Carr on international television. It did nothing for me. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, but don't say rest in peace, dude. That's not cool. Like, I love you. I know you're a longtime listener here, but come on. We don't do that, please. Because he's one of my favorite actors. So, that's one strike. Earl would never. Yeah, 100%. I agree with Tom Myers. I mean, and I don't roast battle online. I don't do Zoom roast battles. You want to say something about my parents dying 2 months apart? Well, guess what? You can, but you're going to be next to me on stage, and I'm going to say something bad about you about 2 seconds later. That's going to be twice as funny, bitch. I'll show feet for $100, Luke Fox. You guys should show me the money, honey. I mean, you guys, I want to thank you guys for helping me hit the goal of a 70-minute stream for absolutely no money. What the fuck? So we're going to start the music. Let the music play. What up, killer? Boy! Sorry. Saturday Night Live, baby. Earl Skakel in the house. Tom Myers in the house. One of the greats. Let's get to 50 likes, you tax cheating losers. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Get your last minute trolls in. We don't do that kind of humor in here, player. We're to send you to MLC. Thank you. Then you get the yayo. Thank you, Luke Fox. You're a good man. Kiss the cobra, bitch. Now hit the subscription button, baby. Hit it. We love you too, Starboy. What am I, Karmic X? Okay, that's fair enough. Fair enough, Steve. It's the new Earlverse theme song. I will save you. I'm not past at the cellar. But Eddie If told me he could get me past there. When the darkness falls. Come on now. I think KB's hot. But you know, who am I to tell you what kind of women you should be attracted to? No, this would be the Carm dance. I can't get my leg up. Fuck that. If you want to dance, dance the devil, I will take you. If you want to kiss the cobra. Well, Chad's out of control. Chad's had a big day today. Yeah, I do streams whenever I feel like it. I can't get my leg up that high, Kipcast. I will take you. If you want to kiss the devil, I will take you. If you want to hit the like and subscribe button. This is a song that bops. I will subscribe. I will subscribe. Yeah, pretty much, Gary. I know my weaknesses. I'm strong as an ox. I just did 130-pound dumbbell bench presses, 4 sets of 2. Look at this body. Look at this body. Look at that.